Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Today, yes, the Banshee Queen has risen, Sylvanas Windrunner, and we are going to destroy. We're already level 7 because I've been playing the shit out of her last night and a little bit today. She's a great hero. She's labeled easy. She is easy. And we're going to try to get on Tomb of the Spider Queen, please. Crossing our fingers for Tomb of the Spider Queen, the new map they added as well. Okay, not exactly Tomb of the Spider Queen, but a great map to show off Sylvanas' strengths. Today on the Haunted Mines, our teams Thrall the War Chief, Tranda Whisperind, the High Priestess of Elune, Lily, the panda girl that shouldn't really be in a game where you're getting slaughtered. We have Sylvanas, the Banshee Queen, myself, of course, and we have Zagara, the Brood Mother, or Mother of the Brood, something like that. Brood Mother of the Swarm. We have Chen Storm Stout, the Master Brewer, Brewsmith, or whatever. Kerrigan, the Queen of Blades, Lily, the Panda Child, that shouldn't really be in this game. We have Nazebo, the Witch Doctor, and Sylvanas, of course. It's a new hero. Sylvanas is going to be in every single game of the year. And for our first talent, we're going to pick up Withering with the Wind, increases the range of our Q. Our Q ability is Withering Fire. We shoot, we have 5 charges of some small damaging, not really huge hitting arrows. They don't cost any mana. We can spam them as much as we want. When a hero or when a minion dies in between, or when a minion dies nearby, we gain a stack of Withering Fire back. If a hero dies nearby, so we just have to be in the vicinity of a hero death. We don't have to be involved in a hero death. As long as we are nearby, we will gain 3 stacks for a hero death and 1 stack for a minion death. My W ability, which I just used now, is Shadow Dagger. It is a damaging effect, and then it will continue to spread between targets. So if I throw it in the middle of a minion wave, it will spread between those minions, which is sweet. My E ability is Hunting Wave. I just want to call it Banshee Wave because you just shoot out a wave of Banshees. If you shoot out a wave of Banshees and then you hit E again, yes, it is my E ability. If you hit E again after casting it, like right now, I'll just do it for fun, we can teleport to where the Banshees are. So it's like Tirael's sword. It looks like we have a full 5-team flex up in the top lane from the enemy team. We have 4 of our teammates here. Now, the big main thing that makes Sylvanas so powerful, if I had to choose one thing, it is her trait. Her trait is Black Arrows. So every time we basic attack or use an ability like our Shadow Dagger that has a spreading effect, as you can see, it's taking hold of these minions in this top lane here. So basically, every time we hit something with an ability or a basic attack, mind you, this is only mercenaries, minions, and towers, it stuns them for 1 second. Yes. Now with our Shadow Dagger, because it has a spreading effect, it will stun all these minions right now, as you saw, for 1 second. It also works on towers. We can stun towers for 1 second. We gotta get out of here before we die for 1 second. I should have really used my Banshee Wave, but we got out of there in time anyway. Just in the nick of time. They are sitting below waiting for a gank, at least. Chen! Chen too strong. Now we're going to be trying to focus on Kerrigan, who's stayed way too long. Now we're hitting Chen with our Shadow Dagger, which does secure the kill on him. We didn't fall too much behind on Skulls. We're going to pick up Envenom. That's just free damage. I've used Envenom before. I like to build Sylvanas as a lot of my heroes, no matter what style they are, damage, or warrior, tank, or a healer, or a range specialist as Sylvanas is. I like to build them for the damage, because damage is fun. So we're going to throw our Envenom on Sylvanas. That's going to kill her, right? Unless Lily lands a heal. We do pick up this nice stun from our friendly Tranda Whisperind to pick up the kill on Lily and the kill on Sylvanas. Also, another thing I've noticed with the patch update, they got rid of the fire above the names. Like, I should have a small flame around my nameplate, but it's not there anymore, and I'm kind of sad. I really like that. Looks like we did win this mines, unless the enemy team comes down and pushes us off our golem. Then we would lose, and we'd be behind by 6 skulls. But anyway, we're just going to be spamming our Q in here. And just be focusing down this golem. Sylvanas, they say Sylvanas is OP. She tops hero damage and siege damage in pretty much every game. It's not true. I've played games of Sylvanas where I've done none of those. It's very easy to, as you can see, I'm leading in everything except for healing right now. That's only because my hero can't heal. But basically, I would compare Sylvanas to a Nazeebo in terms of those damage outputs. Like, for siege damage, look, we have this spreading between all these guys. Like Nazeebo's poison. If you throw spiders on them, it's going to spread those poisons through all those guys and stuff like that. So it's not really a big thing. Just because Sylvanas is topping in all the damage numbers doesn't mean she's OP. Like, Illidan's, yeah, they'll get a lot of kills, but their hero damage won't show for their kills. Like, you could be really having a solid Illidan game, and people have 40k hero damage while you have 20k hero damage. And that's because Illidan is all that single target DPS, just killing heroes, while, you know, ranged heroes are poking all the time, and then they're healing up, and then they're poking again. But this is why Sylvanas is so good. Why I said Sylvanas was a great choice for this map. It's because of her ability, the Black Arrow. I'm going to get in here and start stunning these towers for our Golem to be pretty much uncontested. As you can see, I'm just bouncing my auto attacks between these towers and just stunning them back and forth. Also, I forgot to mention, as you can see, there's a little purple crosshair on this Kerrigan right now. That's where my Withering Fire is going to be. That's just basically the target of my Withering Fire arrows. We're going to pick up our next talent of Life Drain, which basically, when I throw my Shadow Dagger in the middle of a group as mercenaries, I'll get some life heal back, good survivability and stuff like that. Kind of like Sonya's spin, except not effective, not really that effective, or not as effective. It's still effective, it's just not as effective. I'm going to try to get in here and stun this tower, at least with my Shadow Dagger. Oh, Banshee Wave. Shoom. The Banshee Wave sound, now a shoom. I tried to land my Shadow Dagger on there, but I couldn't get it off in time. Basically allowing this fort to basically be rendered useless. That's why Sylvanas is really good, because she can get in here, stun forts, especially on the Spider Temple, Tomb of the Spider Queen map. Any map really, with if you have a boss pushing from let's say Blackheart's Bay, or you have a big mercenary push going, it's just really effective. So the next thing I would like, actually we're going to stay here and push. We do have a sizable hero push going on here. We're going to fall back. We don't have any minions to help us anymore. Well, next thing I'm going to show off as Sylvanas is capturing siege camps. Looks like we do have an enemy Sylvanas over here lurking. Is she still here? No, she ran down to bottom lane. There she is now. Well, so the next thing I'd like to show off is capturing siege camps. You can do this very easily. As you can see, the purple crosshair of my Withering Arrow is on this. I'm auto-attacking this guy, keeping him stunned, and whenever this guy gets out of his stun, I'll just launch a Withering Arrow at him, and then there we go. You could take this, as long as you time it up really well, which is not that hard. You can easily just stun lock these guys and not take any damage from her. It does take, Sylvanas doesn't do like high outspurts of damage. So it will take some time to kill him, but you take no damage, which is always nice. Don't have to worry about your health coming in, like, oh, if I take a siege camp, I might take a lot of damage from it, because I won't be able to take it down really quickly. Will I have enough health if we get into a team fight? Next, we picked up our ultimate. Bam! We just silenced all those guys with our ultimate. So basically, our ultimate, we shoot out a Wailing Arrow, and we can hit the R button to the R key to reactivate our Withering Arrow, and it will cause it to explode, and the explosion silences all enemies in the vicinity of the explosion. So if we catch, like what I did there, where I caught a bunch of people in that silence, they're not allowed to use abilities. We do pick up a double kill on the Kerrigan and Lily. Now I'm just going to be stunning this fort, and we should just be able to sit here and focus it down, because it's not going to be firing, it's not going to be doing anything. And that's where I think people think Sylvanas is really OP, where in fact she isn't. Sylvanas she can sit here and auto attack a tower all day, but she's not bursting it down, she's not killing the tower really fast. She doesn't have a high damage output, even though you do see it in the damage numbers. I don't believe she doesn't have, she can't go toe to toe with a lot of heroes. A lot of heroes with a brain can easily, she's very, very squishy. You're going to have to watch her positioning on her all the time. Sylvana, if she's caught out and you don't have your Banshee teleport to get away, then you're pretty much dead unless you're bailed out by your teammates. Like, we only have 2020 health. That's not a lot of health. Very squishy indeed. But she's a solid hero. She does seem OP. A lot of the heroes labeled easy do seem OP. Gonna be trying to get in here and then teleport back in, please. Teleport back in, please. That was a stupid death because it wouldn't teleport back in. And that was, see, like I did there, I didn't have the burst for the Zebo to kill him right away. A lot of heroes would be able to just, he didn't have any health, bam, 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 he's dead. But with the Sylvanas, I couldn't do that. Maybe later in my talent sprees, I can get that. We are leading the enemy team by 3 levels, pretty much exactly. We do have that half a level, and they have that half a level. They are gaining a little bit faster because they are sitting in the lanes while most of our teammates are down in the mines, finishing up, grabbing that 72, soon to be a 92 Skull Golem. And I'm going to be up there, you know I'm going to be up there, pushing with that Golem to the end of time, stunning all those buildings for our Golem to be rather, really effective. We're going to try to get in here with the stun. Oh, I mistimed it, but we did land the stun on Lily, which is actually probably the best target to land the stun on. She did pick up her second ultimate, which is the massive slow and damage. Once again, not my favorite Lily ultimate because her heal is really good. Her heal, by the way, her Jug of 1,000 Cups got a new visual update. It looks really cool. I was in awe the first time I saw it. So we're going to pick up Evasive Fire. All these talents, you don't even have to be talent. There's no talents I pick up that really require that aren't talent gated. Oh, and Venom is, but Venom is just a personal choice. You could definitely pick up. I was trying to fool around with Ranger's Ambush for a burst Sylvanas, where you would, if you were getting into a fight with somebody, and you would spam your Q, and then you would Evasive or Banshee Haunting Wave. Oh, I do have the Q on the tower, so now I can just sit here and spam a Q, launch a Q at it every now and then. Now we're going to get out of here. Haunting Wave away. That's it. We are lacking the heroes. I can get in here. Maybe launch her dagger at Sylvanas. Maybe she'll run towards the tower and the minions, maybe. I don't know. We can pick up this siege camp. There is still about a little bit less than half, going down to now a quarter of the health left in the Golem, which will provide, if Tyrande helped me, would provide enough time to capture the siege camp. But right now we're just going to have to focus, or just deal with it ourselves. We do have to manage our withering fires because we are down to our last stack and we're bumping in and having to regen, but it regens rather quickly. And we're just going to get a full stack of 5. Bam, 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 bam. As you can see, it only does about 67 damage a hit. So 5 times 67 is the max damage. If you land them all on one person, that's the max damage you're going to get, which is about 335 damage. Not a lot at all. So we do have a siege golem. Our siege golems that I just got are being cleaned up by Nazebo. The only benefit from those guys were the fact that the enemy team didn't get him. Actually left one. I'll help you out, little buddy. We're going to throw it on the wall, and that's going to just basically spread between all these minions and towers. You can launch the Shadow Dagger at a wall. You can launch it at anything in this wall, and it would spread between the wall. Actually, you can't. Oh, it does spread between the wall. Okay. It took a while. That's why I was confused. Why I was like, oh, is it really not going to... We're going to try to get a big stun off. We got it on the Zebo. Not a really big stun. Or the silence, excuse me. But we are pushing this top or bottom lane now. And we're just going to be we do have the Q on the tower, so we can sit here and spam Q with this tower, keep it unoperational while we focus down this fort with our auto attacks, keeping it stunned. Now we're going to pick up Cold Embrace, basically for a negative cost of 25% range. So we have a 25% less range on our Shadow Dagger, which is like the first time I've ever seen a negative effect come along with a talent that provides a positive one, of course. No, we get a talent that just provides a negative effect. But basically now, when our Shadow Dagger spreads, the Shadow Dagger effect now renders enemies vulnerable by 25%. So it's like you have an upgraded Tyrande's Hunter mark. So what I can do is if I throw it in the middle of a minion wave, they'll all be vulnerable. So let's see. As you can see, vulnerable, vulnerable, vulnerable. You see all those vulnerables pop up? That is from my Shadow Dagger Cold Embrace talent ability, which is really good. Sylvanas is really great at team fighting, especially if you get them all in that Shadow Dagger, which is pretty likely you will, and then you land a big silence on them. They're done. That's going to be a melted team if I've ever seen one. Haven't done that yet, but I can just already see it happening where you get that vulnerability on. You have Thrall going ham. You got a Jim Raynor in there right-clicking and winning. You got a Vala spinning with her Strafe ultimate and just melting the team while they're all silenced because your Wailing Arrow just rendered them. Oh, man. That's just brutal. Looks like we're going to pick up 100 Skull Golem. 100 Skull Golem, easily going to win us the game at this point in time. We are running around the 15-minute mark, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. We do have that movement speed. Just running around, spamming our Q. Kind of like a Lily. You want to just keep spamming your Q whenever possible. I don't do it that often because then I would just waste them all. 100 Skull Golem is probably going to win us this game, if they don't fall back to defend it. I've seen teams fall back. If they have the right team comp, they can fall back. We're going to silence Kerrigan. There we go. Pick up the kill on Kerrigan. I forgot I had my Q ability. For a ding-dang second there. Do pick up the kill on Kerrigan. I was expecting the Wailing Arrow to interrupt her Maelstrom ability, but it didn't. Oh, I guess, no, our Lily picked up the damage dealing ultimate. I don't like that ultimate. Lily, why? Lily, why? See, that's where that, what I mentioned before with that, where we ever use teleport on our Haunting Wave, we'd refuel our goddamn Withering Fire. That would have been a really nice instance to use it in there. We're just going to chase down the Sylvanas, who's way out of position. We can just pick up the kill on her, no problem. As you can see, she goes down rather quickly. Sylvanas is not OP. If Sylvanas had, like, tank ability, she'd be OP, but she doesn't. She's very frail. And if she can be focused down rather quickly. We're focusing down this tower. See, if Sylvanas was running by, or Tyrande was running by that tower right now, she'd be dead. And that's probably going to be, yeah, that's GG. Enemy team is slain. We do focus down the core for the victory. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of Sylvanas. This is probably one of the better maps for Sylvanas, just because of her stuns, and it really helps out the Golem. And I could see Sylvanas making some competitive play just because of this talent, that trait. And she does provide some pretty good damage and team fighting abilities. She could be a up-and-comer, this Sylvanas, if I do say so myself, unless Blizzard nerfs her a lot and makes her useless. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay of Heroes of the Storm. As always, if you could hit that like down below and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, it would be really cool. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day today, and peace.